Hello everybody, what's going on out there on the internet world? My name is Kayla, that's right, K to the A to the L A, and you are watching my first ever YouTube video. Yes, I am a little bit nervous. Yes, I am a newbie, but that's okay because guess what? We can only go up from here. So, if you read the title of my video, which should be down here, it says bees on Mars. And no, that ain't clickbait. I'm going to talk about bees on Mars, but I'm just not going to get to that immediately. You have to know bees' origin stories because bees are amazing creatures. They do so much for the world and for the earth, and they don't get enough credit, especially solitary bees. So let's get started. Part 1 is going to be the bees' origin stories. Marry your brother, hopefully you know how to edit and you can put that down. If not, then yeah. So, bees' origin stories. Where do bees come from? Why are they here? So, bees happen in the Cretaceous period. The word is right here. You pronounce it how you want to pronounce it. I'm going to say Cretaceous period because why? I'm a Cancer. The Cretaceous period happened 144 to 65 million years ago, or MYA. During the Cretaceous period, God had a lot of DLCs happening. God downloaded the Triceratops, the T-Rex, and he decided to make the biggest breakup happen in the history of the world. And that's right. Pangea was breaking up into the dumb names of Gondwana and Laurasia. No, I didn't make these names. They were just breaking up. So while this is all going down, we had a tiny, cute little creature that was just taking out other bugs and being wasps. That's right. 120 million years ago, bees were wasps. They were predatory wasps. Oh yeah, that shocked me too. Bees aren't here yet. Hold on, sit down. Bees aren't here yet. However, we had to have a correlation, because remember, correlation is not causation, with predatory wasps and our angiosperms. I know, I didn't make that name, but whatever. And our angiosperms. So, our bee wasps during this time were just, taking out animals. Not animals. They were taking out insects, being who they are, doing what they do. Bee wasp stuff. And on the other side, we have angiosperms just starting to flourish. And why are angiosperms so important? Angiosperms are flowering plants. Angiosperms are flowering plants. They are sometimes our vegetales. There are sometimes our vegetables, and there are fruits. Most of our food are actually angiosperms. So during this time, we have ferns and trees, which are great pollinators. They can just, and then bam, pollinate it. Or they can just, pine cone, pollination. You will survive. However, a lot of flowers, well, not flowers, but plants were having difficulty pollinating because if my bee is over here and I'm right here, how can I reach you to reach me to pollinate? It's not going to work. So then one day, this is what we're saying, we're not really sure. I wasn't there to see it. One day a predatory wasp said, pollen and nectar tastes good. Oh, I'm here for this. So then he went to this angiosperm, and then he went to the next angiosperm, and angiosperms was like, wait, when that insect goes from me to him to me to him to me to him, or whoever we're going to go, because if we have any gender with flowers, we're pollinating. This is free pollination. It was like a pollination Uber ride, but it was free. So what did angiosperms do? Angiosperms said, you know what? Give me like 1 million years. I am going to start downloading myself. I'm going to start, putting some rouge on. I'm going to start flowering. So that's when the predatory wasps, now bees, see me. He's like, oh my goodness. Did you see that flower by that branch? We're pollinating. We're going to pollinate. I just need it. It had the best pollen, the best nectar. So, again, what do you think, you guys? Is it correlation or causation? What do you think? Personally, I think it is a correlation. Because I don't know if it's causation. That as bees evolved, angiosperms also evolved. because often then we have other pollinators like butterflies, sometimes wasps, hummingbirds, I think, and especially bees. So there's more than one, but what do you guys think? I'm not so sure, so comment down below. So after that, when our first predatory wasp had its first hit of pollen and nectar, now we have a bee. So around 120 million years ago, we are just trucking, our bees are evolving, we're doing fine, and then KT event happened. And that wiped most species in the earth. This was worse than Pangea happening, in my opinion. This meteor event that happened, everything was wiped out. Boom, bam, new Sims game. And then, lo and behold, what do we spot? A tiny predatory wasp, i.e. bee, survived. That's right, bees are one of the creatures that survived the KT event. Bees are strong and powerful creatures. Wow. So, we had the origin story, but let's go and talk about what bees do for us now. Why are bees so important now? This shocked me, but most bees are not the extroverted bee movie, honey, love. We all have a queen vibe bees. Oh no, most bees are introverts, i.e. solitary bees, i.e. do not mess with me type of bees. They do not have a queen, they do not have a hive, and they do not make honey. Again, most bees do not make honey. I know you've been lied to. I know, I was lied to too. It's okay. If you need help, call 1-800. The number does not exist. I'm sorry. But most bees do not make honey. They're just not honey bees. They're just solitary. And solitary bees are carpenter bees, sweat bees, and other types of bees, I believe, because we have 7 bee families, and each bee family is different. They do different things, do different bee things, but they're here. And what's really cool about solitary bees are that they're just not that black and yellow that we think of what bees are today. Oh no, solitary bees come in green, they come in white, they come in red. These bees are the fun bees, and I like them. I enjoy them because most of them will not sting you if you do not mess with them. Unless you threaten them, threaten their homes, or threaten their kids, they're not going to mess with you. At most, they're going to just buzz around you like, hey, I see you, and then just leave you. And the most who do this, I think, because I have some backyard right now, are the male solitary bees. And what's even better is that male solitary bees, and I think wasps too, they don't sting. The females sting, but the male bees do not sting. At most, again, they just kind of circle around you or just check up on you and be like, hey, make the bee video. Cool. And then leave you alone. That's what male bees do. Or solitary bees. But then we have the honey bees. I ain't making a video about them, but we have them. They're the most popular bees, I think, in the media currently, because we love to consume honey, and we love to consume, I think, wax. Yeah, because beeswax. So we love to consume that. So most of the time we think about bees, think of the honey, the black, the yellow, the just queen hive kind of scenario. No, most bees don't do that. I'm sorry. They don't. However, most bees, solitary bees, are really good pollinators. In fact, bees in general are our best pollinators. 1 in 3 bites are our best pollinators because 1 in 3 bites of every food that you consume, that you eat, comes from bees. And pollination. And that's right, 1 in 3. What you're eating right now watching this video probably came from bees. Grapes. Grapes, I love grapes. Fruits, angiosperms, some vegetales. That's right, that's bees. And if we don't have bees, if we don't conserve bees, if we don't help the bee population, then us as humans, we're through. We're through. We're gone. So we really need to think about and think critically. If we don't have bees, how are we going to eat? How are we going to eat? What do you guys think? What would be a good substitute if we didn't have bees? Comment that down below. But nevertheless, let's get to part 3. Bees on Mars. what you've been waiting for, okay? So here's the tea of what I found about the bee on Mars exploration scenarios. Bees ain't doing too good trying to get to space, honey. They just not. So, summarization, we've had three experiments to try to see if bees can make it, and they really can't, unfortunately. Un, deux, trois experiments happened, and for summarization purposes, what happened was they said the bees just started to fly differently. Don't know why. It just started to fly differently, and/or they die. In each experiment, fly differently, they die. The bees are acting weird, they die. However, we did have a recent one in 2019, and they called this experiment was called Have Bee Tat, BEE, Tat 1, and Have Bee Tat 2. And what they found was bees in this Mars simulation did not make it. In fact, I think, in my opinion, this was the worst experiment for human bee Mars exploration, because in the titles they kept saying bees are dying at an alarming rate in this experiment. Bees aren't pollinating, bees aren't flying right, bees just keep dying. They're acting weird like it's winter, but it's not winter, and they are dying. So what can we do? Why do you think bees are acting weird and dying? Personally, I think that bees just haven't evolved enough to be on Mars. If you think about it, for over 120 million years, bees have been on Earth. So now we just can't take them up and say, hi, okay, bee, you've been involved for Earth lifestyle. Try the Martian one. Pew! Go ahead and do it. I don't think it works like that. Personally, I don't think it works like that. But whatever. It's neither here nor there. So you guys, that's all for now. My name is Kayla. Did you think I was done? Did you think I was done? No, I wasn't done. So I looked and I browsed and I found an answer about what they're planning to do. What they're planning to do to get us on Mars. Because again, if we're trying to go on Mars, we need to eat. We need to consume. Most civilizations deracinate, or most civilizations just go away because we don't have enough food to eat. So we need bees to keep civilization in check. So NASA had a cute article that came out in 2018, and it's called Mars Bees. I'm reading it right now. Swarm of flapping wing flyers for enhanced Mars exploration. So what they're going to try to see is that, can they build a bee? But can we build a bee to help with pollination? What would this look like? What would building a bee do? Who would control that? What if this bee had a virus? Is it possible? What do you guys think? Can we build a bee to go on Mars? Do you think can we build a bee to go on Mars? Is there any other bee-like creature that can maybe replace them if we go on Mars? I'm really curious of what you guys think. Comment that down below. And with that, I am going to end my first video. Wow, that rhymed. And with that, I'm going to end my first video. Thank you guys so much for staying with me this whole 14-something minutes. This is my first video. I was extremely nervous, but hello, we trucked it on. Thank you guys so much. If you stayed this long to hear me ramble, please comment. Comment that. No, I'm just joking. No, comment. Comment. Hive. There we go. If you stay long enough for this little section, please comment Hive. And again, like, subscribe, share, and thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am so grateful that you just watched my video. Just so grateful. So thank you. Have a good day, night, or evening, and see you later. Talk to you soon. Bye.